What's going on, internet? How we doing? We back again. It's the Basement Protagonist, and it's your good old boy El Shermo, hero in disguise, back from playing dice on Tatooine, and I'm joined by my fellow hero host tonight, Fresh Alante. What'd you say that? Fresh Alante, yes, and the big homie Will. What's going on?
What up,
What's
though?
happening?
Can't call it tonight. Fellas, we back again. We back for the internet, Spotify, YouTube, however you found us. We're here tonight to discuss Boba Fett. We're gonna jump right into it. So, Fresh, man, just go ahead and hit that intro. All right, like I said, Boba Fett's the topic of discussion. I don't know. It was one personally I had been avoiding myself, but the internet's went kind of crazy as one of the great ones, the new great ones, has shown back up.
Facts.
I believe we're on episode 6. If you've been keeping up, is it episode 6, fellas?
Yeah, episode 6.
And if you don't know, Mandalorian has shown back up. Oh yeah, by the way, all spoilers. So if you're listening, all spoilers. Now here's where I'm getting at, right? Like I said, we're diving right in. We're not even going with the side dishes tonight. It took a while, but I think the show's finally finding its legs. But it took Mando to save it. Fresh, what's up with that?
Well, I think the storyline has been almost like complete fan service. Like what actually happened to Boba Fett after he jumped down that monster in Tatooine's throat. Pause. You know what I mean? So like it's just showing his how he was moving afterwards, and in turn, this is a boring story. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of character development. He's learning how to look like he's learning how to be a man that has a conscience or something like that. But who gives a shit? Once Mando came into play, that's when the actual action started to come down. The minute he stepped on the scene, like it was a scene where he was going to get a bounty, and it was just showtime, fam. Like
Right.
he never left.
Before we jump way off into that, Will, you like me? I grew up with Star Wars. I didn't really. It wasn't hardcore in my life, but I knew of it. I know who Luke Skywalker is. I know about the Force. Are you that type of guy? Are you following this one close?
Yeah, I watched them, but as I'm watching this series, I'm starting to realize how much I didn't pay attention to Star Wars. It's not a property that I really got super into. I came on, full force with Mando, man, and the child, man. So yeah, but this Boba Fett has not been impressive thus far.
And I feel the same way. Now, honestly, I was kind of looking forward to Boba Fett too, because he's like a legendary Star Wars character. He's got super tails or whatever. Like Fresh shit. The last we saw of him in the canon verse was when he fell down the monsters. You heard what Fresh said, okay? You thought he disappeared, but he didn't. But now he's back on the scene with Fennec Shan, who we all know from The Mandalorian. Again, if it weren't for The Mandalorian, I don't think there'd be any real interest. It's kind of like a fanfare lore kind of thing for me. I know the Star Wars, community out here, they're probably super excited about it. I think Fresh, you're a part of that. They okay? They are. So what's the wave? What's the what are they? Is it just Mando showing up, or is it anything redeeming with this show that Joe Casual should watch?
Well, Mando is a star. My man from I forgot his name, but the dude is an amazing actor, and he's displaying what the Mandalorian is supposed to be properly. So like it seems like this story. So once Disney got rid of all the Legends series or whatnot to give it move to be versatile, we're basically getting the timeline from Mando to start where Rey came into place. You know what I mean? Spoilers, like you said, you know what I'm saying? Most likely, because my man's Kylo Ren, he killed everybody, all the Jedi in the start of the actual race shit, and that's why she's the last Jedi. And Leia did the Mary Poppins thing, all that terrible things that happened in that trilogy part. But
Can I ask a total newbie? Can I ask a total newbie question? Not to cut you off.
Go ahead.
This is before the Rey saga or after the? Because what is that like?
This
Episode
before.
7, 8, 9. So this is before all of that.
Yeah. Because it's showing, like, if you look at the Star Wars, it's all about balance or whatnot. So either throughout the history of Star Wars, either it's going to be the good on top or the bad on top. And, you know, the proverbial 3 sides to a story. You know what I mean? Because, like, you listen to a Sith, they talk what they talk. It sounds like a regular person, you know what I mean? But they just kill people. They bring balance, you know what I mean? And, like, the greatest hero of all time could be Darth Vader because he brought balance. Because, you know, the Jedi was pretty arrogant and they were destroying everything that was good and pure, you know what I mean? But that's neither here nor there.
That sounds deep. I never thought of that one.
Right.
Yeah, it's all about balance, you know what I'm saying? Once you get too much positivity or too much negativity, everything goes out into toxicity. You know what I'm saying? You need balance. You need a good and evil, yin and yang, all that other bullshit that equates to balance.
So again, where does Boba Fett? To me, it felt like him hanging out with the gang. You know, they're riding around on purple, flying motorcycles and pink, you know, looking like the Power Rangers in the 90s.
Yeah.
I'm like, what am I watching? What is this?
It's fan service. It's fan service because he was touted as the deadliest bounty hunter in the original 6. Because he was the son of the dude that got decapitated by Sam Jack. You know what I'm saying? All right, so Boba Fett basically Boba Fett is his dad Jango Fett. All the clones in the Clone War were built off of him, right? They were all clones of him,
right?
And basically, Jango is also a clone. I mean, Boba is also a clone of Jango, but he was made to age natural. You know what I mean? So literally, he's a duplicate of Jango Fett as well. You know what I'm saying? And,
so the clones, clones don't age. They don't age naturally.
No. So like they were born. You know what I'm saying? They were created. You know what I'm saying? Test tube babies, and then the age was accelerated to a growth of when they could just start killing things. You know what I mean? They start murdering things, everything around them. Just start banging them. You know what I mean? In the turn, and then eventually, you know, after Sidious won everything, he just phased them niggas out. So, like the last clone technically is like Jango. Boba.
And so the current crop of, as we know from I guess episode 7, I guess the joint with the black kid, all the stormtroopers are actually people again. You know, I think we're back at that point again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because so after 3, episode 3, when Sidious took everything over, he ruled the Empire for about 20 years before Luke came on the scene. You know what I mean? So during that time, you don't need no fucking clones. You know what I'm saying? No war there. You know what I'm saying? That's an expense you don't need. You know what I'm saying? You can get the people believe in you. You use the people to murder and do your evilest deeds. You know what I'm saying? To bring balance or corruption or whatever. So he ain't need no clones. You know what I mean? You know, the only clone that was making moves, was a couple, but that's going too deeply in the scene. But Boba, you know what I'm saying? He had to get that bread. You know what I'm saying? After his pops got murdered. You know what I'm saying? And he got down with the crew of bounty hunters to start, you know, murdering things, you know what I'm saying, for that bread. So this is just like he became touted as the deadliest dude, you know what I'm saying? What was working with the fat slug, you know what I'm saying? The hut
Jabba.
Dude. Jabba. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like he was like, yo, that just told you how ill Luke was, you know what I'm saying? When Luke, you know what I'm saying, helped beat the brakes off for Boba, you know what I mean, in episode
what's 5?
6.
6. But I mean, that's all 30 years ago. Right? Why should we believe in the legend of this clone dude?
Well, that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? It's giving you the backstory of what happened afterwards, you know what I'm saying? Like his armor.
So this, not to cut you off again, this is immediately following Enter the Jedi or Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, it's in that time period after that, after the Empire has fallen. So it's happening simultaneously. Is that a word? Well, anyway,
it's
happening. Yeah, I'm about to say, man, there was a lot of A lot of letters right there.
Yeah,
It's right. It's coinciding with the seasons of 1 and 2 of Mando. You know what I mean? So that shit that's happening in Mando, my man stuck in the throat paws of that animal. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, they're getting busy. You know what I mean? So more or less.
Yeah.
Hey, so it's funny that you brought up Power Rangers earlier because it was just so much that I saw. Like he was so badass and like Mandalorian. Like when he showed up, he was a monster, man. I mean, he was just tearing everybody apart. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, his series drops, and I mean, he's just getting his ass handed to him left and right. I'm like, damn, like where'd all the badass go?
Yeah,
You know?
He was a monster with the pistols. And then, you know what I'm saying, the Tuskens trying to be the monster with that staff, pause. You know what I mean? So
now Wikipedia describes this as a space western. I don't, you know, so you should already know what kind of shenanigans you're gonna get into. I appreciate the Star Wars universe because you gotta remember there's still a damn war going on, but you got these subplots going on, you know.
the war's
But it's a
over.
war. I thought the war is over. Yeah.
War's
War's
over
over.
at this point, right? Yeah. Sorry.
So like double back, you know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, like it's either the good is in power or the Republic is in power. The good is the Republic, whatever, right? Either they in power or the Empire is in power. That literally is cyclic in the story. Somebody's going to be in power at some period of time, whatever, right? So you had the old Republic, then you had the Empire. Now you had the new Republic, then you had the Empire. Now it's nothing right now. You know what I mean?
Oh, so
Nobody. Well,
it's
the rebels are now the Republic. You know what I'm saying?
But by the time we meet Kylo Ren and those characters, what's it called that's there that's already taken over? You know
It's the
what I'm
Republic, but the Empire, you know what I'm saying, they got back on their feet, you know what I'm saying,
Right,
the Snoke, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we
turn it into a weapon. You got a lot of money to do a lot of things.
Well, you know what I'm saying, that's just, you know, that's part of the story plot of Star Wars, man. They always turn in big ass weapon earth killers or planet killers, you know what I'm saying, whether it's a planet itself or a Death Star. That's just like the ultimate weapon, even though it has always major faultiness or the weakness that, you know what I'm saying, it blows up, eventually blows up in the end. So I don't know what's the point.
Acme products and whatnot, you know what I mean?
I know, right?
Explode for sure.
I know, right? Wile E. Coyote, greatest hits.
Space Coyote shit. Now, I will say Jon Favreau has been doing an amazing job with the Star Wars franchise, his own little cut of it. I believe Boba Fett fits right in line with that, to be honest. And I'm glad to see put Mando back in. But I don't know if I want Mando taking all the shine. You know what I mean? Like, what is Boba Fett for if Mando is coming in to rescue the day? Since I haven't officially gotten to the Mando episodes, did Grogan show up, aka Baby Yoda?
So, it's fire. So, like, you know what I'm saying? They doing all the whole backstory or whatnot for Boba Fett and then his present day. And he's doing it in his territory on Tatooine, where Hutt used to rule. The story's inconsequential. You know what I mean? You feel it feels like Mando is like a Nexus event. You know what I mean? Like what he's doing right now is reverberating throughout whatever. That's what it feels like. So when he come on the scene and he start kicking ass, he all about that business. You know what I'm saying? You engaged into it. You know what I mean? We don't really care that Boba Fett is taking over Hutt's old territory. And
somebody cares, Fresh. Somebody.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if they had done it right, you know, we love good westerns and we love gangster stories. You know what I'm saying? This guy's basically coming in and he's a crime boss essentially, right? So he's running his territory. Everybody's paying him dividends on whatever they make. That's an interesting story, but it just wasn't. It didn't hit right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's getting his enforcers. We're getting to see like the lay of the land in his territory. You know, he's getting, you know, the where they kind of started losing me was when he got that little street gang, and they all had multicolored motorcycles.
Yeah.
And then they went to old boy with the dreads, with the green dreads, homie. I'm like, man, wait a minute, these guys look like they in Detroit, man. They're like the budget looked like they just took me way out of it. I'm like, hold on, man, this don't this look like my backyard, man. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't
smile, huh?
right. And then Mando came in, and it took me back to space, man. I've never been like a space guy. Never really cared about what's going on in space or on another planet or whatever. I'm more Earth-based stories. But seeing Mando come in and build his ship, that was just dope, man. I like that type of storytelling, man. Just putting the ship together, and just a whole episode of just him and old girl putting that ship together, him flying it. That was super dope, man. And then seeing, then him going to see about his kid. You know what I'm saying? Just wanting to see what's up with his son, man. You know what I'm saying? That's dope, man. As a father, that really resonated with me. And he just completely stole that. He's just stole the momentum from that show. And I'm just wondering, like, I don't even care about Boba Fett. I don't want to even go back to that story, man.
So you ready for season 3, huh?
Yeah, I'm ready for season 3, man. That got me amped, man. I want to see which side Baby Yoda's going to choose. I'm thinking he's going to choose both. But, I'm thinking at the very least he's going to choose to become a Mandalorian like his pops.
Well, I mean, if you really think about it, didn't Kylo kill him? I mean, that's the end game for Grogan.
Well, we don't know. We don't know.
Yeah.
So they
that's the working theory right now, right?
Well, you know what I'm saying? Well, we know that in the 7 that Kylo killed all the students that and who you call it, Luke went into exile.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we don't know if Grogu was one of the students that he shanked or whatnot. You know what I mean? So
you didn't let me call this man Grogan 8 times all this time. You gonna have the internet clowning me. I'm not even reading the comments for this episode.
Man, I'm gonna let that live.
No, I blame you for this entirely. You know what I'm saying? So I apologize, internet. I know how y'all real sensitive about that Star Wars.
Yo, real shit. That deep fake that they did for Luke was outstanding. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it felt so realistic. It looked like it's scary. Like this technology doesn't need to be in the hands of a criminal, because because you know what I'm saying, like previously you could look at a deep fake and you could see the difference, like, oh, okay, their face ain't moving naturally, but man, that looked exactly like Luke from the 70s 80s.
But this is another big budget Disney product. I mean, like I said, Jon Favreau should be running all of the Star Wars empire, really, because I think he's a fan first, and that really cares about the story that Lucas started with. So, and I see he's even got like Robert Rodriguez, directing it as he's written everything. Different directors have been stepping up and doing it, but him and Robert Rodriguez have been doing great wonders. Because honestly, stylistic, the shows all look great. It really does, but it's just the story. This one's been a slow burner. And I hate that Mandalorian had to come and bail it out. That's not what we're here for. But Mando, we have vested 2 seasons with him. We've watched him raise his kid. He took some L's and got a lot of W's. So we're all very vested in the Mandalorian story. But we were hoping to be vested in this, not just like, oh, here comes Mando to bail it out.
Boba, he's not charismatic as his character is not as charismatic as Mando. And you know what, double back, Will? How the fuck you gonna tell me I can't see my kid? You know what I mean? Like, she has some nerve. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna make it hard for him. No, motherfucker, you making it hard for both of us. Move out the way. I want to see my kid. You know what I'm saying? So you can't tell the father that. You know what I'm saying? But like, I guess he saw the greater good. You know what I'm saying? Old girl is beautiful, so you know what I mean. She used her charms. You know what I mean? Rosario. You know what I mean? She's amazing in her role. So
man,
you know
they keep a job for Miss Rosario, don't they?
Hey man, that Star Wars universe is very against sexual acts, ain't they? I don't ever see nobody getting laid. Ain't no strip clubs in space, huh?
Technically, it is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
getting down like Tatooine. Don't get it twisted.
You know what I'm saying?
Now.
Jabba, you know what I'm saying, his den of inequity. You know what I mean? He had Layla in the chrome panties and bra, you know what I'm saying? Looking all flavorful and delicious. So, you know what I mean?
I think I saw that on Pornhub. I think that's on the subcategory somewhere.
Most likely it is.
Yeah.
I do remember her being in that little black bikini. Now that I think about it.
Oh, I mean, if it's bringing us titillating action like that, then we gotta have it, you know, bring more of that. A whole subgenre of PH categories have been born from Star Wars. So, yeah, shout out to that. So, Fred, let me, before you wrap it up, well, I don't want to go too far down the weeds if you guys don't want to, but I'm going to speak from Joe Public. Obviously, Joe Public can go watch a Marvel movie, jump right in, but he's not having the same connection with Star Wars. Why do you think that is? Is this show helping that?
If Mando stands alone, right? Mm-hmm. They got a budget for each episode like a movie. It stands alone. It's like it's entry level. Like if like they don't mention some deep characters that's not easily explainable, that if you see them in the middle of an act, you ain't got to explain the whole backstory to it. You know what I'm saying? Like my man's the blue dude that put the bullet through the sheriff in the last episode. You know what I'm saying? He's a Clone Wars guy. You know what I'm saying? He knows Boba Fett from back in the day when Boba Fett was a kid. You know what I'm saying? They got busy down. You know what I'm saying? Doing what they do, getting that bread. You know what I'm saying? They was hustling back and forth across this galaxy. You know what I'm saying? Doing what they do. But, you know what I'm saying? If for fans, they're like, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? But, like, the casual Joe, they could be like, oh, man, you know what I'm saying? That's a cool character. You know what I'm saying? He got some cool... He got a cool costume on, you know what I'm saying? He bucking his gun, you know what I'm saying? He about that action. So it moves like that. So I think the trilogies all stand alone on it, whatnot, whether you like them or not. But it's only deep characters that only nerds like me, Star Wars nerds like me, like the little bit characters like the dude playing the xylophone in the background, you know what I'm saying? When they went into old girl's casino to do what they got to do, you know what I'm saying? That's deep cut.
Yeah,
exactly.
Because Will, I don't know what the hell he's talking about. I don't know.
Yeah, because the last time I saw, oh boy, the Blue Cat, I'm gonna call him Bass Reeves, was in the Bad Batch, another Clone Wars.
Campaign.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then I had to do a little research to see that him and Boba Fett are like beefed out, and he's the one who put that dent in his helmet. You know what I'm saying? But, this is not doing anything to bring in the casual viewer. Like Sharon was saying, like, a cat that's coming in off the street, this is like, it's confusing. It's a lot of
little things, though. That's
deep
the little
history.
Yeah, it's deep history for the people that's in the know. You know what I'm saying? It's only built for Cuban links when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? But for the casual guy that, you know what I'm saying, watching it, casual guy or gal, you know what I'm saying, want to see some guns shot, you know what I'm saying, want to see some action, you know what I mean, want to see some pivotal storylines. The Mando, because technically Boba Fett is an offshoot spin-off of Mando. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter if it is a Boba Fett. Mando is the HNIC of this whole thing, you know what I mean? So he don't grab that attention though. He's just, he's learning, and I like those stories where you see the crime boss who's learning, hey, this, you got to go take care of this too. You got to go see about this money. You know what I'm saying? I like that, kind of growing into the role and understanding. Oh, girl telling him he needs to have, a crew with him. He needs to be riding up high. She's telling him what he needs to do to get the respect, but he's just not doing it, and it's causing him issues. I get that, but it's just so dry, man. I'm like, man, where is this going, man? And then it was just a breath of fresh air just seeing Mando
and Grogu popped back up, man, I was just like, thank God. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I shouldn't feel that way. This ain't they show.
Right.
They endear characters. You know what I mean?
Right.
Some characters have a natural charisma, whether how they're written and things of that nature. But like Boba, I appreciate in the sense where he's not trying to like. So he was a ruthless killer, right? Before he met the Tuskens. The Tuskens whooped his ass, you know what I'm saying, on some Stockholm syndrome shit. And then, you know what I'm saying, they took, after he murdered the animal in the desert, you know what I'm saying, chopped off his head, you know what I mean, they like, yo, you part of the clan now, you know what I mean? And so he under that Stockholm syndrome, and then, you know what I'm saying, he started loving these cats, and he started giving them game on how to live. Then he started giving them game on how he lives, you know what I'm saying? I'm curious about the spice shit though, you know what I'm saying? Like, it feel like the spice runs the empire. I never really actually delved into it because, like,
is it cocaine? What is it? Is it a drug?
That's what I'm thinking about. I'm gonna have to.
Well, you know, Dune has already prioritized and made famous the concept of spice. So I hope come on now, Star Wars. Come on now.
I heard a lot of elements are ripoffs of Dune. I heard Star Wars itself is a just straight ripoff of Dune. Okay, the Star Wars community is gonna rip me apart for that, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna rip me apart worse or rip you apart.
I heard they biting as hard as your boy Feige.
Oh
man. You've been itching to get that one off.
Hey, I had to pop off.
We're risking it all tonight.
No, I don't care about no collateral damage.
Yeah, right. No, I mean, I ain't mad at it. But, you know, the concept of spice is the Dune concept, which spice pretty much runs the universe. So I really hope Star Wars didn't take that concept and try to put their
it's been like that for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That's you know what I mean? That's if you look at all the underlying things about how they're getting their money from either episode 1 till now or whatnot, spice, you know what I'm saying? That's that drug of choice. You know what I mean? I don't know exactly how they partaking in. I don't know if they sniffing it, because you know what I'm saying, like, or they injecting it or doing whatever they doing. You know what I'm saying? Because like my man's, you know what I'm saying, he had the tub of spice. You know what I'm saying? When the sheriff dudes popped for his man's, he was like, "Yo, this spice is worth more than this planet." You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. And it wasn't until he kicked it over that I got the significance. Like, wait a minute, I don't think this is the spices that you cook with. I think this is spice you're supposed to sniff.
Yeah. Cocaine. Hey, I called myself El Shermo for a reason tonight. We just didn't know it. Oh man, I'm with it though. If you're talking space dope, I'm with
it. We're Rick Ross.
You know, where's space Rick Ross?
Ricky, right?
As long as they don't homeboys and outer space, I'm fine. Like,
right.
Internets, do not Google that, by the way. Do not Google that. It's Black History Month upon recording. Do not Google that.
Yeah, stay away from that.
Yeah, but okay, so yeah, we're deep in the bag. I appreciate it. What was it? 6? How many episodes? Is it one more episode left? I think we're almost at the end, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? It is. So like the whole Mando thing is like a Western, whatever, right? I'm pretty curious, like we previously mentioned, about what Baby Yoda gonna pick. You know what I'm saying? He gonna pick that Mando chain link armor, or he gonna pick Luke did that sucker shit though. You saw he was like he pulled out Grogu, even though he's 50, he's still a kid. You know what I'm saying? Of course he wants some shiny things, you know what I'm saying? He pulled out the Yoda saber, like, ooh, look at this. Wow, do you want this or you want this? You know what I mean? Like, come on, bruh.
I mean, the Jedi really come off as like some assholes. Honestly, the more the more we delve into them, like, don't tell me I can't see my son. I'd have been like, no, fuck that. If I came all the way here, I'm seeing them. You know what I'm saying? Period.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just the whole you got to leave your family behind type. Like, what is their purpose? Like, what function do they play?
So I think you know what I'm saying, they preach, yeah, man, Jedi don't get pussy.
I was just about to say that. Luke ain't never had no blowjob ever.
Yeah, so
he wanted to see old girl come back, Ahsoka. He wanted to see her ass.
Well, you know,
he didn't have what it takes to bust down Ahsoka's cheeks. Stop.
Yeah,
we all know that.
You're not beating the Dummies down. You know what I
mean? He ain't had nothing for Ahsoka. I know that, and I'm a casual.
But they preach non-attachment. You know what I'm saying? Because like it is some sucker shit. Because they feel like love will bring you to the dark side. You know what I'm saying? Same as hate, because it's another side of the coin. Like when Anakin, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Anakin was doing what he was doing with old girl. You know what I'm saying? To make his babies before he became Vader. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, once he was told she was dead, you know what I'm saying? Or like trying to, was that Sidious put that poison in his ear? Like, yo, man, you know, this is how we keep everything going. You know what I mean? And like, you know, his eyes turn a different color. I'm like, yo, man, he just wanted some pussy. Like he evil now? Because you know what I'm saying? Like, that makes no sense to me. But
yeah, it seems like the bad guys are just cooler. They're living better lives. They got more money. They're not.
Yeah, man. They make
not
being pious whack. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, bro.
But are the Sith? I know they wear black all the time. They got red sabers. Are they supposed to be the bad guys?
Yeah, they're the bad guys. They so like we previously stated, Disney chopped off a lot of the story and just kept the core portions of the story. You know what I'm saying? They called it Legends. Well, part of it is, you know what I'm saying, like it was a comic where Vader had to retrieve a new lightsaber, whatever, right? But the only way he get that lightsaber is kill a Jedi. You know what I'm saying? Basically bathe in that crystal in that Jedi blood, and in turn that shit turned red. You know what I mean? So he found an exiled Jedi. The Jedi put the paws on him. You know what I'm saying? Then, you know, Vader got crafty. You know what I'm saying? Put the mollywop on him. You know what I mean? Got a new lightsaber. So
why didn't I telling these stories? I want to see more Vader action. Shit, give me that.
It's a comic. You know what? I agree, man. Because like the best. Remember that Rogue One movie? You know what I'm saying? I think it was fantastic. But the best portion was the 30 seconds that Vader was on screen. You know what I'm saying? Just murdering dudes. You know what I'm saying? Because
like I was stating earlier, Star Wars is a big continuity. Yeah, there was a literal war, space war going on, and obviously space is very big. But there's a lot of sub stories to tell, and we've never gotten that story of Vader just going out whomping and what he did when he finally realized his kids were dead and I'm on this dark side shit for real. Like, all right, now what? Now you got to go out there and execute. I know they did it in like Clone Wars form and things like that, but no, give me that in movie form of him not even being an anti-hero, just being a, you know, complete scumbag. And you give me a story where a guy almost beat him, but he didn't. And you know what I'm saying? Something like that. But
well, technically they did show that as well when my man was like, yo, I got the upper ground. The Jedi that trained Anakin, forgot his name off the top of my head. Then, you know, he chopped off his legs, chopped off his arm, then he had to become Vader. You know what I'm saying?
They get ready to do a series for him too. I forgot his name.
Man, we're gonna
Kenobi.
get killed tonight.
Oh
yeah, okay, Obi-Wan.
Right. Yeah, Obi-Wan,
Kenobi. But like some of the purest stories for Vader is in the comic still. You know what I'm saying? It's a comic where he found a nest of Jedi. It was like 10 of them. You know what I'm saying? And he beat the brakes off of them, and he was half dead. And then Palpatine took that story and ran with it. Like Vader killed 50 goons that are named Jedis. You know what I'm saying? So like there's stories out there to be told. Hopefully Disney partakes in it. But I don't know, man. It's so much they can do with the Star Wars realm because it is deep. You know what I mean? You got like the story of 2 on the Sith Star by like they mention him and like it's part of Legends now. Like Darth Bane, his story is dope as hell. The dude that trained Sidious that was a Tiberius, Darth Tiberius. You know what I'm saying?
Fresh is down the rabbit hole. Will you hear this guy?
Right.
Yo, I
Fresh
told you.
Tiberius. We're gonna start calling his ass that. Like, Dark Fresh over here. Goodness. No, this is impressive. Because I know a lot of my only thing about the Star Wars community is they can be pretentious as ever. So if you don't know your stuff, don't come around here. You might
they coming for your ass.
Yeah, right.
Well, anybody that that is well versed and they look down on people that's not are dickheads. You know what I mean? So any verse, any realm, any genre, any whatever can have dickheads, and dickheads are always in all parts of the like it's Marvel dickheads, it's DC dickheads. You know what I'm saying?
I'm one of them, definitely. So I get it.
I was going to put a disclaimer out, said we don't endorse dickheadery, but I guess sometimes we might.
No, we still don't endorse it.
I don't know. I mean, some stuff I will cape for. Some stuff I'm just going to shit on. You know what I'm saying? We already discussed Arrow Guy. Tune in for that one in this if you missed that one.
Yeah, just be a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? You can have all the information you want, but as long as you stand on your shit and your argument has merit and you don't look down on people that put your nose in the air at a nigga that don't know with the fucking 12th world that was mentioned in episode 2. And you know what I'm saying? Like, who gives a fuck?
There's no gatekeeping on your end, huh, Fresh?
Yeah, fuck all that, man. Let's grind. Let's enjoy this shit.
That's dope. I still got to work on my Star Wars, man. Like Will, I'm kind of iffy on the space stuff. It's okay, but I don't know. Disney's kind of left it in shambles. Jar Jar Binks left a very big emotional scar on me.
He left a scar on everybody, fam.
Yeah, I haven't I haven't absolutely recovered. I'm not gonna lie. So I don't know. But we got like I said, we got one episode left of Boba Fett. So I'm gonna indulge on this, and we're probably gonna get back at the internets with this too, just to make sure we all wrap it up and put this thing on a nice little bow in this little package. So I hope you tune in for that one, internet, via YouTube, Spotify, however you find us. I'm just glad that you found us once again with a Basement Protagonist, and we've been broadcasting live from the crib, of course. Just doing our things. Guys, before we wrap, I'm going to add it as always. Did you want to add anything else to this conversation tonight on Mr. Boba Fett and his 2 guns and
Hey man, at this point, screw Boba Fett. Like, what path you think, Baby Yoda? What path you think he going down? You think he gonna choose to be both? He gonna pick up both the chainmail and the lightsaber, or is he gonna say, because the guy with the dark lightsaber was the guy who created or founded the Mandalorians, right? So. No. Can he be like the second coming of that guy, or is he going to just decide to become a Mando like his pops?
No. That's now Cypher. My man's with the dark saber back in the day. He basically was a Jedi from Mandalore. You know what I mean? And he made that joint, and then some biblical shit happened to him in in Mandalore, and then it became like whoever got that joint. You know what I'm saying? It's the rightful ruler or something like that. It became a religious experience when it came around that saber. But it was just like, any other lightsaber back in the day. You know what I mean? But it was just black. You just made it have it black. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to Baby Yoda, what he's going to do, I have no idea. Because, remember, Luke did some sucker shit. You know what I mean? When he was like, yeah, just remember. So he had Baby Yoda remember, and all Baby Yoda can remember is Jedi's dying in front of him. You know what I'm saying? Getting lit up. You know what I'm saying? They're getting tore down while they're trying to protect him or something like that. And you know what I'm saying? I thought that was sucker shit, but that's neither here nor there. You know what I mean?
Personally speaking, I don't know what's going to happen, but I would like to see Grogu take whatever the dark side, whatever that might be. The only problem with that is, for TV, the hero's always got to win. So that really wouldn't fit into the storyline. But I personally like to see it because I'm a fan of chaos and things of that nature. So we don't know what Grogu's species is yet, right? We don't know what he is.
Nobody knows.
Right.
Nobody knows.
So
literally, it's been only 3 of his species. They don't have a name. There's him, there's Yoda, and it was this other female that was on the Jedi Council. You know what I mean? They got busy as well. That looked just like Yoda, but like They never tell what they are.
But I know that apparently they're, well, I don't know if you can make the gross assumption that they're all like justified or whatever. But Groku's been having moments of conflict throughout his, the moment we've seen him. He's seen a lot of pain. He's caused some pain, hell. So personally, go ahead, little rock star. Go ahead, become the bad guy. Let's see what you can do. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for that.
He's not going to become a bad guy if you go with Mando. You know what I mean? It's just like Luke just want him to be able to protect himself because, the dude is 50 years old already. He's still a baby. You know what I'm saying? All the people that's in this, if he lives a life like Yoda, because Yoda was, 800, 900 years old? He was old as shit. You know what I'm saying? About time he came around to where we see him in the episodes, the storyline or whatnot. So, Luke trying to, since he's strong with the Force and all that midichlorian stuff and all that good stuff, whatever, trying to have him protect himself because people trying to murk him. You know what I mean? That was the whole Mando series. Like dudes trying to murk him, or take his blood to clone him, to do whatever they got to do possible, which we might see actually connect to whatever's happening during the Rey saga. So we're gonna see about that in the future. But hopefully he follows his heart, and most likely his heart is learning the game from Mando. You know what I'm saying? His pops. You know what I mean? I might shed a thug tear, man. He go back with his pops. You know what I mean?
Here we go. Good guy, Fresh. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's what I want to see, man. I'm all about fatherly love, man.
Here we go. Who am I teaming up with tonight, guys? I guess I'm in villain mode. We'd love to know what you think, though. I'm not gonna lie. It's been an interesting ride. Not fully convinced, but there's still a little time. But we'll be back to discuss it on the Basement Protagonists as always. I'm glad you joined us for another discussion. Here to wrap it up, and it's been a good one. And like I said, the fellas added their 2 cents on the Star Wars thing. I'm gonna work on it as a casual. I hope you do too, internets. We want to hear from everybody. Go easy on me on the Grogan thing. I know where that's from, but it's definitely not this. So go easy. But other than that, I think it was another good episode, another good discussion. We could probably, wrap it on that. And we'll be back to finish off the series and look forward to what Star Wars is bringing for us next. Right, guys?
Oh, true indeed.
Yeah.
So with that being said, make sure you follow the Basement Protagonists. It's been on the scroll all night. But if you're not watching, it's Basement Protagonists on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. I mean, you got to actually follow the link for the YouTube. But we are live on the camera, so you can see what us guys look like in case you're curious. The stuff we've been talking as much as you've been following, and I hope you keep following for more. So with that being said, we're going to wish you a good evening, and we'll get at you next time, internets. Peace.
Peace.